Thank you so much for the warm welcome, our SAA, forever SAA, Natalie. And yes, it's true that today is a little bit slow because a lot of our friends are having some difficulty. Someone's father is sick, and then someone's husband is also sick. So at least we're here. We get lucky because we don't have anything that can prevent us from coming to our productive meeting today. But although it's only 6 of us, but I'm sure we will try to learn from each other. So just like the motto of Bhinneka, which is ABC. A stands for apa Nev?
Appreciate our club members.
Appreciate our club members. B,
build each other's up.
We build each other's up. And C,
celebrate our successes.
Celebrate our successes. Yes, actually, guys, I know what they stand for. I'm just testing Natalie, you know.
You are being honest, Madam President.
I was trying to find what it stands for, but no time. Anyway, no time. It was too late. Okay. Now, yes, thank you so much. But today we have a very unique theme, unsolved cases. So there are people who lose sleep over unsolved cases all throughout history. We'll try to figure out one by one. And I assure you, everyone will get table topic question. No one can escape, okay? So that's it. Now, without further ado, I would like to call our Tom of the day, Miss Multitasker Natalie.
Thank you, our club president, PTM, DTM, Pipit Andriani. Hello, everyone. I'm back again as your Tom. If you feel like, oh, Natalie, you really like to speak, I don't have a choice. No people. So here I am again, right? So if people try to test me, of course, I remember because I was the one who suggested the club vision and mission and values. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight's theme is unsolved cases. And this is a very interesting theme because when we heard about unsolved cases, we might think of unsolved cases from FBI, the documentary, the crime. And if you're like a crime scene addict, you might know some of the unsolved cases from the alphabet killer until, you know, some missing girls reported. It's from everywhere around the world. So it's not just 1 or 2 cases, but there are a lot of cases. But I feel like this meeting theme is a little bit too dark because it relates with crime, with murder, with kidnapping. So I would like to take a twist on this meeting theme and try to relate it back to our daily life. When we're talking about unsolved cases, there must be something that was missing so that it cannot be solved. I like to play board game and escape room. Anyone here like to play escape room or board game? Yes, yes, my friend. I love to figure out a way to escape the room. We need to use our creativity, we need to use our imagination, and also trying to piece together the puzzle, the tools that we got, and to find with hawk eyes and full attention certain details that might be missed from the scene if we are not really looking at it. So in tonight's meeting, I'd like also to invite you to think back on some things that been bothering you. Maybe it can be on personal level or professional level, the unsolved cases within your life. It can be anything, and you don't have to share it here because this is a Toastmasters meeting and not counseling session. And I'm not here to be your counselor, but I'm here to be your host and MC. So just to think back on those unsolved cases and think about some ways and some new ideas that can be used to solve it, or at least to take a step towards solving it. And the first rule is be creative. Let your imagination soar and let your heart roam free to see the problem from a different perspective. Let me tell you a story. This happened 2 days ago. So I was driving around Jalan Raya Kuta. It's in Kuta in Bali. And this is August. And August is Indonesian Independence Month. So I just moved houses. So my Indonesian flag was gone. I didn't know where we put it. So my mom told me, hey, you gotta buy a new Indonesian flag. So I went around the area because I knew there will be people who sell the flags by the side of the road. So I saw one guy who was selling the flag, and I saw an empty parking lot. It's not a parking lot, but just an empty lot. So I drove there, I parked my car there, walked around the street, and I bought the flag. When I went back, I was so shocked because my car was not there. And then I suddenly thought, oh my gosh, oh God, what should I do? God, did I get robbed? Did someone, I think I've locked my car door. What happened? And then when I was in doubt, I'm like, God, what should I do? I'm like, no, what should I do? And then I suddenly realized when I look from a different perspective, when I just turned my head, I realized it was actually two similar lots side by side. And I was parking on the other side. Just this is the guy who sell the flag. This is the parking lot that I was at where the car was missing. And this is where I really parked my car. So I just thought, oh my gosh, imagine I was already running like a million different scenarios. Okay, should I call my mom? Should I call police? Should I go back to the seller and ask them if he actually saw a car? So I've been running all the worst case scenarios. And then I suddenly realized if only I just turn and look with a different angle, different perspective, it was already solved. So sometimes in our life, a lot of problems happen because we focus too much on what's not there, on the problem, and not on a different perspective that might give you a solution. So long story short, remember where you park your car and look at the problem from a different perspective. Sometimes all it took you to solve your cases is just to turn your head and see it from a different perspective. So that's my twist for tonight's meeting. And this meeting tonight is gonna be run a little bit differently because we don't have a full team. So tonight we only have the Toastmaster meeting, myself, we have table topic master, and then table topic evaluator. So all of you tonight will have the privilege to speak. Privilege means we force you. And then we don't have language evaluator, but we still have timer. And we have one prepared speech speaker and one speech evaluator. So it's a small boat, but we're running tight. To cut the long story short and long introduction short, because if we can finish this in 1 hour, why not? Let's save our time and prepare for a new week. So I would like to go on and roll to the first session of tonight's meeting, prepare speech session. And I'd like to invite Toastmaster Severin Sido, who will be delivering her project. But before she delivers it, I would like to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Benjamin Whitaker, to read through Severin's project and objective. Please welcome Toastmaster Ben.
All right. So Severin's going to be delivering a level 2 innovative planning speech. And actually her project is connect with your audience, which honestly is one of my favorite speeches in the pathways because it's supposed to be something unexpected according to the evaluation page. So Severin is asking for 5 to 7 minutes. Her title of her speech is Who Said Impossible? Who Said Impossible? Toastmasters Severin.
Today is a special anniversary for me. 6th August. Is it my wedding anniversary? Nope. Is it my work anniversary? Still nope. Today is my driving license anniversary. Please celebrate with me. A year ago, thank you very much. A year ago on this exact date, I had my most awaited driving license. And I remember the stressful and hopeful Severin woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And in Mauritius, it's winter. So imagine the darkness, so that I could do my first driving lesson before going to my test at 7 a.m. In my whole life, there had been only a few things that could wake me up so early. And I remember that at that time, I really, really, really wanted to have my driving license, because I was crazy that each time I had to walk to the next bus station or wait for so many minutes under the rain, under the sun, when I have to go home. Last year, I was ready to give my cash for the driving lessons, ready to sacrifice my winter holidays to go for driving lessons. And on one particular winter holiday, I decided it was the time. It was the time that I needed to sacrifice my account, my bank account, and a few days so that I am free. DD came, and I assure you that it is very intimidating to go to this central police station where they do the driving tests. The policemen there, even the policewomen, they are very intimidating, authoritative, stern, and even sometimes rude. But I knew deep inside that I didn't want to go through this process again. I was here for the second time, and it would be my last. So I gathered every corner of my inner strength that I had, and I started the engine and focused on what I had to do. It was like a pilot, I believe, the most important and difficult exam you would have. And it took only a few minutes of driving for the policewoman to tell me to go back to the police station. Imagine the confusion, because my instructor told me that it would take at least 30 minutes. So 5 minutes was not really a good sign. I was really confused. Was it too good that she didn't want to see more of my driving? Or was it so terrible that she should quickly go back to the police station because she would die? After about half an hour and more driving tests in the police station area, I realized that I had got my driving license. However, I was not that excited, because it wasn't the place to show openly how excited you are. I really sat very composed and savoring this biggest accomplishment of the year 2022. Not only because it was not the place to be overly excited, but also because I wanted to realize that I did all this by myself. I was sitting here waiting for the formal paper to come, and I was thinking about all the days I went early for driving lessons. I remembered of all the people who said no to me when I asked for help. And I realized that, Severin, you did it on your own. You found a driving school. You paid your lesson. You woke up early and you pushed through. I must confess that I haven't been brought up in the most uplifting family. And I realized that it put a toll on my confidence during my teenage years. However, it also helped me in some way to build my resilience. And I must say that it pushed me to succeed on my own. And very early on, I had to find solutions to my problems and rise from difficult ones. I thought this would change as I grew. But sometimes bad luck follows you, and I'm still on my own. Last month, I decided to sell cakes in the cafe. And the cafe owner thought that I was only selling cakes. He was very shocked when I told him, I'm just a full-time teacher and I just want some cash, so I do cakes on the side. And he told me, how do you do that? Is it that possible? Yes, it is. People like to say that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I believe that it depends. It depends on your inner strength. It depends on your positive and can-do attitude to push through. But I could give you so many examples like that to show you how life had pushed me to succeed, pushed me on my own. But I would just like today to share a piece of my wisdom with all humility. No matter how impossible things look like, no matter how difficult, no matter who notices you or not, no matter how much help you have or not have, please push through. Because the universe, or if you wish, God gave you a life to protect, to grow, to bloom. So who said it's impossible? Just push through. Over to you.
Wow, thank you, Severin. Thank you for that reminder that we all need to push through. And when you're sharing about the driving license journey, I think it's such an accomplishment because I know how hard it is to get driving license in Mauritius and overseas. In Indonesia, we can take a class.
Okay.
That way.
You mean we can pay?
Oh, I didn't say that. I said we can take a class. So it's more stable and certain. So yeah, well done. And thank you for that reminder, because what we think or say impossible sometimes is the limit in our mind. Sometimes it's the limit that we put on ourselves. So again, let yourself roam free. Okay, awesome. Yeah, the timer, have you posted the time in the chat box, please? Thank you very much. And then as we travels to the next session, this is the chance for each one of you to have a chance to speak. And this is the impromptu speaking section of tonight's meeting. In Toastmaster, we call it table topic session. So I would like to invite the table topic master to briefly introduce the session and to lead the session. Please welcome DTM Pipit Andriani.
Thank you so much for introducing me as the table topic master. And that is true. Everyone will get a chance to speak today. No one can escape. And I'll try to make it as fun as I can. But I'm sure everyone here is a member of Toastmaster. At least used to be a member. Laila is here. Suddenly messaged me, can I come? Of course. You can, Laila. Welcome back to Bhinneka. We're still waiting for you. And then Loida, are you a Toastmaster member?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So she's familiar with table topic session, right? So basically, I will give you a prompt, in this case, only a photo, and then we'll give you a question related to this famous cold cases or unsolved cases in history, okay? Now, let me start with Rendera, who has a new hair. It's a mystery to me why he would like to cut his hair.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Rendra, are you familiar with this photo?
Not, but I can make it.
This is Jack the Ripper
Okay.
in UK, right? One of the famous murderers in history, and until now, no one knew who it was. There were really a lot of suspects, but no confirmed conviction who actually did it. Now, Rendra, the question is, a lot of people think Jack the Ripper was never caught because it was actually part of the British royal family. Okay, they thought they were trying to cover it up because Jack the Ripper was one of the British royal family members. Now, Rendra, do you think it's true if you have a privilege in the society, you can get away with a crime? you think it's true? If you are the privileged member of society, you can get away with a crime, Rendra?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if I have such a privilege, for example, I was the son of Jokowi or the son of Mahathir Mohamad or the son of Joe Biden, do I have a special privilege? Well, for example, somehow I might make a crime. Well, I against a certain law. I'm supposed to be processed by the law in a certain ways until whether I will be put in jail or I will be free. My case, I think we all the same before the law. For doing that, well, of course, I will hire the best lawyer to protect me and my rights. While at the same case, I think the nations will deliver the best team to ensure that I already break the law. Well, being the same before the law, meaning also that I have to play very, very smart like Oppenheimer or Albert Einstein's if I do really make to engineering some things. Well, for something which is maybe in a gray area, it could be break the law, it could be do not break the law. But somehow that needs a very thorough plan. For well, it's if investigated, so I'll be already well prepared. So ladies and gentlemen, for this case, I would like to say everyone the same before the law. So if you do think that your actions will be somehow between them, just use your best planning for every scenario is possible. And if it's happened in all those scenarios, just have fun because Kisera, Sera, whatever will be. Just go ahead and enjoy the life. As I cut my hair. Why? Because the cost of make it better to repair it like 4 times than to cut it short. So it's just tiny financial wise and it's done easily. Ladies and gentlemen, just ensure yourself we all the same before the law. But as mentioned by Severin Sidu earlier, in Indonesia, if you think about a driving license or A for C, everyone the same. Maybe before the money. I don't want to say that, but it seems like that. Okay, give back the control to you, TGM.
Yes, you don't want to say that, but you said it. Everyone is equal before the law. Justice is blind in theory. Yeah. Yes, actually, it was very believable. There's even a movie about Jack the Ripper indicating that he was the member of the royal family, which was the reason the police that time was not able to reveal who it was. So they turned a blind eye upon this person. Yeah. All right. So let's go to Yeni, who is troubled with the timing job. But do you want to take the opportunity now, Yeni? Yes. Yes.
I
All
do,
right.
I do the timing. It's okay.
So, Yeni,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what this photo is?
I don't know. Under the
This is-
sea?
Yes, under the sea.
Okay.
This is the lost continent called Atlantis.
Okay.
It was written by Herodotus in his book that
Mhm.
it used to be a rich continent, but because they made a mistake, so it was punished and then buried under the sea, called the Atlantis, the lost continent. Okay. Until now, there are a lot of scientists take it seriously and they search the whole sea, the 7 seas of the world, trying to find the Atlantis. Actually, some of the people in Indonesia even claim Atlantis actually located in Indonesia. Now, Yeni, do you
Mhm.
believe that in the past there was a lost continent and people until now take it seriously and they spend a lot of money trying to find it? Do you agree with the way they sacrifice a lot of money just trying to find this myth or the truth of this story, Yeni?
Mm. According to me about that, I believe, but I believe about the past, but I think the foreigner always, not foreigner, not Indonesian, foreigner likes more curious about this kind of things, not Indonesian. Indonesian, they don't care at all. That is my opinion. But for me, I believe that, but
How do you feel about them spending a lot of money trying to find
spend a lot of they are very curious until they willing to spend their own money to find what happened and where is it and who, like that. So I also find why you want to find, right? So curious, why you want, not curious, I mean, why this person likes to so curious and they want to find out where is it the place, who and where, like that. I only believe like that, but I not really want to do or want to know more. Okay, that's it.
So do you think this lost continent was real or not?
Real or not real? I think real. Real? Is that real? We don't know.
Actually, don't know.
Because sometimes about like this kind of things, right? My children, they really actually they more, they know more than me actually. Sometimes I got the story from them, not from me. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Yeni. And
Yeah.
Yeni thinks it's real. Yes, I am actually agree with you. People in the West are so curious.
West.
Yeah, and why aren't we not? Are we
Mm.
not? Or we are curious, but we don't follow through. Yeah, I guess. But when they're curious about something, they kind of follow through.
Mm.
Dedicate their time, resources to.
Yeah, research everything all. Okay.
Kudos. Thank
Mm.
you. Now, since I will ask Natalie to speak. Nat, are you frozen? I think Natalie is frozen. Or is it me? Natalie, yeah. Natalie, are you back?
My internet connection is not stable, so if you can continue on.
With other person first, yeah? Okay. Let's go with Loida. Loida, do you want to take a chance? Or Loida frozen as well? Okay, Loida frozen. Now, let's go to Ben. Do you want to take a chance, Ben?
I'm not frozen.
You're
Let's
not
go.
frozen. You are Aquaman. Ben, very fitting. Do you know what this is?
Illuminati.
Yes. So a lot of people think that Illuminati is real and there's an organization that can control history, can even control who got elected, can control who wins the Oscars, and blah, blah, blah. Ben, do you believe there's a secret society out there that can control the world? Ben.
All right. Yes. Why do I believe this? The more power you have, or the more money, or the more influence you typically get. Let's look at Bali, for example. Bali has a caste system, right? The Hindu religion has a caste system. What is a caste system? There's different elements. It's like a pyramid, right? There's a little bit of people with power here. How do people in power control the people without power? Create rules, create certain ways of living. Like if you're born here, you can never achieve this. It locks you down, right? You think about how society has changed, at least within America, where most Americans are very individualistic. So you look way back in time in the 1800s, right? America was a collectivistic society, right? We had families that lived together. We had land. We owned a lot of it. But what happens? The industrial age happens. So people leave and they sell their land and they go to the big city looking for a lot of money and jobs. And then guess who buys the land? But the families that are up here that stay connected, like the Rockefellers, right? So these people that have all this money and all this time, you think about every single company has a board members, right? Big giant companies have board members. They discuss changes and what they're going to do, future advancements. It's the same thing within society. People that keep on getting rich, stay rich. If you were to give everybody equal money, people who are rich would eventually, in about 5-10 years, get all the money back anyways. So yes, there are people out there that control everything that we do, and with influence, persuasion, marketing, and all of it's a bunch of distractions. Like our phones, TV, sports, they're all distractions to keep the people that are lower entertained so we don't go crazy and overtake the Capitol like they did January 6th. Yes, so there is people out there that pull the strings on society, but it's your choice to be able to cut the strings a little bit and take control. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Yes, I feel the same way. Yeah, somehow we are controlled by a hidden force here, and I don't know why. What? Probably AI from the future. Yes, actually, that reminds me of something. In Colosseum, Rome, there used to be an entertainment called Gladiator, right? And then the philosophy of Gladiator was the Caesar wanted to keep the people entertained, so they didn't question things, basically. So keep them entertained. So no questions, you know? Very interesting. Oh, by the way, I'd like to clarify. The Atlantis was written by Plato, not Herodotus. Yeah, I don't want to distribute wrong information. Okay, Plato, not Herodotus. Now, let's go to Loida. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, Loida. Are you familiar with this photo, Loida? What is it?
Not really. I think
Oh,
it's a
Natalie.
UFO.
This is not Natalie.
UFO crash site.
Yes, UFO crash site called Roswell in New Mexico. So they believe in 1947 there was a UFO crash landed in this city, in this town called Roswell. They even kept the specimen of the so-called alien. Yeah, and there are people who believe that the secret government of the USA is still hiding this alien specimen. Okay. So, Loida, do you believe that there is alien out there? Or if you do you believe that they have visited us at some point? Loida.
We have seen aliens, and as we know, we have different characteristics of them, and they say like that in the picture we have the big heads or large eyes or something like that. And as we know, we haven't seen it really in our naked eye, and I also haven't seen it, but there are also some pictures that is telling us that it's real. So we are very doubtful if it's really true or not. But for me, I believe that there is an alien because I think it's not just an imagination of people, but it is something that someone have seen and transferred by the word of mouth, although we don't have to see it to believe it. But I think there is an alien out there, because we have different planets in which we haven't discovered yet, and maybe out there, like the Mars, they are trying to discover it, if there's a living thing in it, and maybe at some point they will discover that there is an alien out there. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Da, 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 da. Anyone know the X-Files? Oh, I'm just curious. How many of you believe alien exists? Can you raise your hand? Alien? 1, 2, 3. No, Ben, you don't believe?
I
No?
believe if they do exist, we are the aliens.
Oh, we are the aliens. That could be a title of a song or a movie.
No,
You
me
should
too. I don't
trademark it.
believe.
Yeah, right? We believe in alien. Actually, even scientists such as Bill Nye, for example, believe that there's an alien because there's an infinite number of galaxies out there, billions and billions. And is it possible only us? So there's got to be someone, but maybe too far. I don't know, but it's got to be someone out there, or a civilization or two out there. Anyway, thank you. Now let's go to Natalie. Are you ready now, Nat? Natalie, ready? No? Okay, let's go to Laila. Oh, Natalie, ready? Want to try? Yes. Okay.
My connection is still bad, so if I got blurred in the middle, that's fine.
We can hear you though.
Okay.
Who is this, Nat?
Let me just spotlight myself first. Okay. Oh, bum bum bum. Is that what it is?
JFK.
Yeah.
JFK. Yes, John F. Kennedy. Obviously, we know John F. Kennedy was shot in Texas. Dallas, Ben? Dallas, Texas, yes. And they found the killer. They found the assassin of JFK. However, a lot of people believe that actually he was just a scapegoat. The actual killer of JFK still out there, right? Some people say it's a mob. Some other people say it's related to Marilyn Monroe. So there are so many theories, conspiracy theories about the killer, the real killer of JFK. The question for you, Nat, do you believe that there are people in this world who become the scapegoat for somebody else's crime, and we never find out the real perpetrators? Do you believe that there are people in this world become a scapegoat for someone else's crime, and until now we
Gotcha.
never know the truth? Natalie. Can we turn off video for Natalie, please? Let's turn off video so Natalie can get. Yeah.
Am I back?
Yes, welcome back.
Okay, sorry. Let me just answer it directly. Yes, I do believe there are people who became scapegoats to cover other people's mistakes or sins. And why do I believe that? Because coincidentally, one of the people I knew was framed as a scapegoat and he went to prison. So he was arrested for a substance abuse. Well, in fact, he did not use it. His so-called friend was the one who was using it. But because he was on the same location, on the same crime scene, he got arrested. the other friend got arrested, but because the other friend got power, money, and connection, he became the scapegoat. This, of course, was told from his perspective, from someone I knew perspective. Whether it's true 100% or not, I don't know. I don't really know. So if I must make my own personal judgment on this matter, is I think injustice exists in this world. Somebody's got framed as a scapegoat in somewhere, all around the world. What can we do when we became that scapegoat, or when someone we knew became a scapegoat? If it is possible, let's speak up. Let's speak up our truth. Even though we cannot change the result, at least we know that we maintain our conscience. And we know that if we don't make any mistake, if we are honest with ourselves, we can continue to live on with a lighter heart instead of feeling guilty over something that we don't even do. And don't ever feel condemned by something that you don't do if you became the scapegoat. So I think even though there are people who was sacrificed as a scapegoat, hopefully, this is my sincere wishes, none of us here will ever experience that. And if somebody tried to frame us, just speak up and speak out. Back to you, Beth.
Thank you so much for your encouragement. So yes, if someone tried to use you as a scapegoat, reach out to us. We are in Toastmasters. We know how to defend you in public. Yes, it's very unfortunate. Like Natalie's friend's case is very real. So now with the invention of DNA, a lot of people has been exonerated after being in jail for so many years. So they were put in jail for a murder, but after now they can, examine the DNA of the perpetrator turned out to be a different person. So the person is already in jail for 30 years, 20 years, 10 years. So it was, cannot imagine how it feels. Yeah, paying for somebody else's crime. Speaking about that, my friend the other day, sorry, this is my table topic right here. This is so funny. I have a friend who was caught cheating from his wife, right? So I think he got caught twice. So basically, it was the last chance the wife gave him, right? There's no more. But then he asked his friend to book the hotel for him, and then he tried to meet with someone else and things like that. Now his friend, the other friend who helped him, the wife found out. Why did you book a hotel? Who are you with all of this thing? And then it's, oh no, I was trying to help a friend, things like this. And then his wife didn't believe him. And then they actually went to the hotel to check the CCTV to prove that he was innocent. So yes, there is a scapegoat in this life. Yeah, be careful. Don't put yourself in the scapegoat shoe. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's go to who hasn't got a turn? Laila, do you want to try?
Oh, yeah.
Laila, turn on cam.
Wait.
Laila is our former member. Yeah.
Hi.
I don't know what got into her, but she suddenly told me, "Can I join today?" Of course. Yes. So this is one of the most famous kidnapping case. Yeah, until now they did not know who did this. So it's called the Lindbergh baby. Yeah, kidnapped from her own home. The reason why this case was famous because the parents were extremely wealthy. Yeah, and the house was super secure, but the kidnapper managed to kidnap the baby, and until now they never found out who actually did it. So actually, I don't even know whether the baby was ever found again. So Laila, this is something we call as there's no resolution. right? There's no closure. So how do you feel if you have something bad happen to you and there's no closure? So you never know the answer to your questions. Something bad happened to you, you never know who did it and never got the answer, just like the parents of this Lindbergh baby. How would you feel?
Is my voice clear?
Yes.
Okay. The topic okay, I will start. The topic remind me of a video that I used to watch in YouTube. Nancy Judge, maybe one of you ever see that YouTube channel also. And I often watch some cases related to like kidnapping or something that never found the answer, and feel that guilty. And now I have a son. When it backs to the topic, and I have a son. I have a son. I imagine when baby something bad happened to my son, and I never I never what's that? Never find my sons. I never know where he is. Somebody kidnap him. I will maybe I will be crazy. Yeah. Who I mean, which parent wouldn't be guilty, wouldn't be stressed if they lose their lovely, of course. If the cases happen to someone, of course they will feel like they will feel the pressure, they will feel the depressions and the guilty. And however, as the parent, I will do everything to find my son, of course. Whatever it weighs, I will take it as long as I can find my lovely. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If there's still a hope, even this is only 0.01, it means I still can uh, find my lovely, my son. For a mother, there will be that there will for a mother or a parents, they will never give up to find their lovely. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Laila. Yes, Laila. It will be hard, yeah. Not only that, because not finding answers also very difficult, yeah. So is he alive or not? Something like that, right? So a lot of people lose their kids, like they run away from home, maybe, right? There are so many teenagers run away from home, and the parents never found out whether where they are right now, whether they're still alive or not, doing well or not, living on the streets or living a good life. So yes, it must be really hard if we don't have any, we don't get our questions answered. Okay, so let's go with Juan. Juan, do you want to try? Okay.
Yes, I'm next.
Juan, are you familiar with this photo or this person?
Oh, I see. She's a pilot
Yes.
and she disappear in the I don't know the ocean which
Atlantic.
ocean.
Atlantic.
Yeah, North Atlantic. Oh, Atlantic.
Yes, Atlantic. Yes, it's Amelia Earhart. Juan?
Amelia Earhart.
Yes, Amelia Earhart. So
Amelia Earhart.
yes, Amelia Earhart. So she disappeared. Until now, they never found her body. Yeah. She tried to break the record to be the first pilot. I don't know, it was the first female pilot or the first pilot to do transatlantic using solo using the small plane. And obviously she didn't make it and never be found. So in your opinion, Juan, is it worth trying to break a record or achieve a certain achievement, but risking your life trying to achieve it, just like Amelia Earhart? Juan.
So which one I choose, breaking record or risking my life?
Is it worth it? when you
if it
try
worth it.
to achieve something such as breaking record, but risking your life to achieve it?
Yeah, in my opinion, yes, even though is it risking our life when we achieve something incredible, like incredible record like Amelia Earhart when she with her airplane was trying to fly across the ocean, which was the world record, or I don't know, the first female pilot that actually succeeded flying uh, the longest yard, or I don't know. Yeah, I think it's very like a lifetime achievement that, and it's really making if I am like that, it's really making me proud if I have that kind of lifetime achievement, breaking the world record. But yes, even though it's like risking my life, but I will probably do it actually, because it is like maybe will take my life, but I will still continue to do that. It sounds like I'm brave. Yeah, but it is worth it. Like you said, it is worth my life actually when you do something so proud that it is like you becoming an icon, you becoming like your name written in the history book. It is so great achievement actually when people remember you as the world record uh, achiever, because in my opinion, actually, it is so proud that when people remember you, because even though you are already dead, because yes, it's so fantastic. I think that's all my speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, it was probably worth it, yeah, because
Yeah,
until
probably worth
now
it.
she is known for generation to generation, and she was put in a lot of movies, songs, things like that, right? Until now, probably worth it. We never know. Right, last one. Sabrina, do you want to use the chance? Are you still there, Severine?
Yes, I'm still there.
Okay, take the last one question. Wait, where is it? Where was it? Oh, here. So this actress is called Ben. Do you know who this is?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Ben. I asked Ben because very American.
No,
No, the Black Dahlia murder. Black Dahlia.
no.
So she was an actress, yeah, in Hollywood actress, Dahlia. So obviously she was murdered, right? And then there was a love letter found beside her body. And then this letter indicated that it was one of her ex-lovers. The problem is she had a lot of ex-lovers. So that was one of the challenges by the police. But a lot of people started to victim blame. Wow, it's your fault because you had too many ex-lovers. We cannot even pinpoint which one who did it. Now, what do you feel? How do you feel about this victim blaming culture? We see a lot of victim blaming culture here, right? Someone something happened to them. Oh yeah, it's your own fault, something like that. So, Severina, how do you feel about the victim blaming culture that that usually happens?
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master, for this question. It is a very interesting question because indeed we see that we are living in a victim society where usually, let's talk about rape, for example. Women are being victimized, women are being found guilty because of what they were wearing, where they are going, at what time they are going. And I mean, it's not only in Mauritius, but I feel that it's everywhere outside, because I'm in a Facebook group where girls travel solo. And I feel that it's a very great thing, because there is lots of sorority where girls empower girls. But I think that even if in 2023, things are not changing so rapidly as technology, unfortunately. And the worst thing is that when we have women who point out to women because of what they wore, at what time they were going out, or where we were going out, I feel that this is very biased, because we women were created equal to men. I don't get it why, let's say, my brother could go out at night and me not. I don't get it why I could not go alone somewhere, but my brother could. So I believe that there should be a change in mentality in everyone. And I'm hopeful for the future, with new parents having other thoughts, other visions for the world, and that we would feel more equal and not be victimized in a biased and unfair way. Over to you.
Thank you so much for speaking up for us. Yes, I'm so tired of people. Why you go alone? Why not? Yeah. So yes, of course, women is allowed to travel. Yeah, we don't invite crime. All right, thank you so much. So this was the end of the table topic session. I will not make it any longer because it was so long. And then please welcome our. I will be the GE right now. Yeah, please welcome the. Oh wait, let's go to photo taking. Yeah, photo taking. Let's take photo first. Everyone, turn on your cam.
Yep. Okay.
Yes. Laila, Loida, please turn on cam, or we will put the photo of an alien or dinosaur to replay. Laila, go ahead. All right. Pendra, can you help take photo, please?
I can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, please pose the mysterious face that you have. Count at 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me post this first to the group. I'll take another one. Wait a minute.
Let's prepare the unsolved case pose.
Yeah, that's true. Now, unsolved case pose. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I did.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Rendra. And before I call upon Pipit to lead the GE session, we can actually throw one question for you.
Me?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
you
go ahead. Go ahead.
It's time for me to torture you.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I just use like an impromptu question. If you are the sleuth or detective, what methodology will you use to capture the crime? To capture the criminal, sorry, and solve the crime. If you are the detective, what methodology will you use to capture the criminals and solve the crime?
Thank you so much for the question. Very unexpected, but I'm welcoming any challenges. Right. Yes, if I was a detective, what would I do to solve a certain crime? Well, obviously, it depends on what kind of crime. First of all, I would dissect the whole TKP, in Bahasa we call it, or the place of crime, right? There must be a lot of clues that I would say murderers, but pretend this is a murder, right? Murderers left behind. Right now, there's no excuse. There are so many technologies that can help us identify even one, yes, one strain of hair is enough to identify someone's DNA, to see whether the person has straight hair or curly hair, whether the person has brown skin or white skin, whether the person is female or male. and a lot of different characteristics that can be pointed out by DNA. So basically, I will try to clean the whole area with all of this methodology and try to employ as many technology as we can. I personally know that DNA has solved a lot of cases, so probably that's the most efficient way to solve a case. Unfortunately, DNA test is very expensive, at least in Indonesia. If you know, DNA test actually costs almost 20 million. That's why 20 million for the police is really expensive, because if no one pays, then they're not going to do it. Actually, that's the reason why a lot of cases are not solved right now. But for the sake of someone's closure, I would love to use all of the technology that is possible, such as DNA. And then we also use profiling sometimes. And then there are so many other, we can use CCTV and all of the other possible examples. Even the Sambo, the famous Sambo guy, if you're Indonesian, you know, he actually get caught because of the old-fashioned CCTV, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, try to use technology as much as we can to uncover the mystery of a certain crime. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That wrap up the table topic session. And now I would like to invite the GE on the spot to lead the general evaluation session. Again, I'll give the virtual stage to Pipit.
Thank you so much. So GE will call the evaluator. Then please evaluate Severin. And Severin, if you can turn on your cam, so we know that you are still there.
Oh, right. Severin, connecting with the audience. Right away, you engaged us with a question, specifically a question about an anniversary. And I bet you, if you were to do a poll with 1,000 people in attendance, not one person would have guessed your driver's license anniversary. So your whole point of this speech is connect with your audience on something unexpected. And I think you did that right away, because again, in the US, it's typically one of those moments for a 16-year-old coming of age. But once we get it, then it's like, yay, we got it. Like you talk about in the police station, where you're like, you want to jump up and down. But once you get it, a week or two passes and it's just something you have. And you're just like everybody else. But to give a speech years later about this moment, it must have some significance for you and your independence. But again, the guessing game allows us to kind of think and allows us to be engaged right away. And that's really something you did really well. Let's see. Now, one of the things I liked what you did as well is, again, in the US versus Indonesia and obviously now Mauritius, it's a little different. In the US, we have a department of motor vehicles. We don't go to a police station. We go to this dreadful, terrible place, the DMV. But the way you shared the imagery of this, like going where rude employees and just sad place, is very similar to the US. DMV is not fun. You could be there for hours if not prepared. You can wait in a long line and you get to the front finally after 3 hours, and then all of a sudden it's the wrong line, or you forgot the wrong paper and you have to go to a different line. So you were able to express that, at least for me, and we can share the comparison, which is good because, again, your audience doesn't always know, it can't always relate. But if you can take the time to paint a picture with your words, it allows the audience to kind of find ways to relate, which you did really well. Now, also your message about self-awareness, where you linked this moment about overcoming an obstacle for you based off of your past childhood upbringing, and having this powerful message where having great self-awareness where, yeah, you may have not grown up in a positive environment, but at a certain moment, you have to be able to change. And in a certain moment in life, if you're going to be negative, it's your own fault. It's no longer your parents or your upbringing once you realize it. So that was amazing as well, having that fantastic message linked to this moment of getting a driver's license. One thing I would like to see you kind of improve, and this message for me kind of got lost. When you talked about the coffee and being a teacher and getting a side job, that took away from the whole message, I think, because you couldn't add enough to that part. But overall, keep smiling when you're speaking because it really helps. Good job. Back to you, GE.
Thank you so much for the evaluation, Ben. And not only Severin learned from that, I'm sure everyone also learned something from that. Thank you. And keep smiling, people. It's funny coming from Ben because he doesn't smile and it took Severin to smile. Very strange. Anyway. So let's launch
It's
the
an
poll. Just
unsolved case.
unsolved case. Yeah, I never know why Ben doesn't smile in years. Right, so let's go launch the poll. That then Rendra will be the TTE. Please get ready after this. So yes, vote, vote, vote. I will count to 5 and then we will call Rendra right away. 1, 2, 3.
Co-host, please send your vote, private message to
4.
me. Thank you.
Everybody just vote for yourself.
5. Okay, now let's go. We will not end the poll, but we will still call our TTE Rendra.
Okay, thank you very much, Table Topic Masters and GE. And I would like to give a report to all of you related to my job as Table Topic Evaluator. Yes, I would like to congratulations to each of you because you've done them first with fun, very fun. 2, actively participate, and 3, you all are outspoken in terms of answering questions of Table Topic Masters. Well, I will not to evaluate one by one. However, I already found out, well, at least to my considerations, there are at least 3 groups how the table topic is responded by persons or participants. I would like to mention the name of Ben, Loida, Natalie, Severin, and Pipit as a table topic speakers, which is already in a franchise. I mean that they know how to run the table topic very well with a powerful and strong opening, and then elaborates in a body of the message and somehow conclude with the idea that is already mentioned in the opening, somehow in a certain degree of that message. And yes, the second group is Yenny, and then we have Laila and Juan. In Toastmasters, answering stable topics, you have to be so certain in a way that where you were choosing, like agree or disagree. It's like not yet there in a franchise of how to answer the questions of table topic. However, you already have your willingness to answer with fun. I do appreciate that. In a way of answering table topic, and if you already many years in answering table topic in Toastmasters, actually the opening is the way you mentioned or stating where are you disagree or agree, and then you elaborate that and you close out with a message that you would like to give to the audience with an opening kind of message, but this one much more polished, strong volume and strong message. And I will conclude the last group is me myself. Why I including me in the third group? Because I deliberately made mistakes. That was when I elaborate and then I conclude the table topic that I'm doing with inputting a new information at the closing. To me, that was fun, but that was not supposed to be like that. In a champion way, if you witness many type of topic contests, you will see mostly the people who won will doing quote unquote in a franchise way. But how they deliver it, that will change the mindsets of the judge. And finally, I would like to tell you that all of us here already very good in delivering table topic. And thank you very much, because your participation is a lot of meaning in a table topic sessions. If you keep quiet and never respond whatever people is asking, it is not table topic, it's worse on scenario. Apparently you all answer that. I am a table topic evaluator. Thank you very much. Your contribution and actively participation is very appreciated. And the last one, if you really would like to know how the table topic is supposed to be answered, just open a YouTube, table topic champion, here you go. You will know exactly what I say with table topic response franchise. Apparently, the one who won somehow can bring it in a beautiful way like Natalie ever did, and I witnessed her. Okay, I think that's all. One of the most important table topic is be you, have fun, and deliver a message. Thank you, and give control back to G. G, time is yours.
Thank you so much, Rendra. And it was, I believe, the first time for him to be a table topic evaluator, right? Thank you so much, Rendra, for being such a good sport. He was put on the spot very last minute. Now, without further ado, I guess, Natalie, is it time to just no GE evaluation, because I wasn't an official GE. So I will just announce the best, yeah. Okay, the first one is our only speaker. Yes, please. Our best speaker is Severin. Severin.
Turn on your video, Severin. Okay. I would like to pin. Wait a minute.
I will pin
cannot
her,
do pin.
and then can you please itu, Ren?
Yeah, I can do that. Take photos.
Yes,
and I need
thank you. Thank you.
Wait a minute. I need.
Wait, bentar. Why?
Yes.
I will remove myself. Bentar.
Nah, that's it.
Okay.
So how to make Severin bigger screen? Wait a minute. Not yet, Severin. Wait a minute.
Or do you want me to?
If you
I
yeah,
can. I can.
yeah,
Okay, I can.
You can do that. Okay, cool.
Yes, yes.
It's
1, 2, 3. All right, I got it. Thank you so much. Now let's welcome our best evaluator, Mr. Ben.
Yay!
Okay, Mr. Ben. 1, 2, 3. Fake smile, but it's okay. We're used to it.
Make it until you can make it, bro. I know
Yes.
you can make it,
And
man.
then I know Rendra said if you want to see how to do the table topic session, table topic speech, try to Google it, try to YouTube it. No need. Just come to Bhinneka meeting, because we have the champion here. So you can always learn from Natalie. And then the best table topic speaker is Natalie.
Yay.
Yes. So I will pin her. I will take photo. Wait, can she?
Okay.
Ada ya? Wait, let me wait until her photo come up. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Yes. Thank you so much.
See what I said? Natalie knows how to do a very good franchise of table topic.
Yes.
She really knows how to deliver it.
Yeah, without any
Delicious.
preparation.
With delicious.
Now, thank you so much. I would like to, before I close this meeting, I would like to ask Juan for comment, and then after that, Loida. Juan, what do you think of our today's meeting?
Yeah, it's been amazing meeting for me actually, because yeah, actually I really like to talk about like history, and for today's topic is about murder case. Murder case or disappearing case disappearing people. Yeah, actually, I have read a lot about many murder cases and disappearing people cases, and yeah, I can relate to for the topics today. So thank you.
Yuan, consider to be our member, yeah? So you can deliver a speech like Severin, okay? Rendra probably can share his WhatsApp number so you can contact. Okay, Yuan?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so let's go, Loida. Hello. 1, 2. Oh, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. Hello, Loida. Do you want to try again?
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I enjoyed the tonight's meeting, and it's a fun night to learn with you. And I've learned different stories about the unsolved cases, and that's mysterious and exciting. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, visiting Toastmaster Arya, sorry, we are 3 minutes to closing down. But which club member are you, at club you belong to?
Hello.
I'm from Mets Metropolitan.
Oh, Mets. Okay, so see you in 2 weeks. We open at 6. Our store open at 6. Yeah. So sorry, we kind of ended early today. Yes. All right. So see you next time. Yeah, Natalie asked me to take role takers for next meeting, but I don't think it's necessary. So let's just try to do it the old-fashioned way. Well, sorry for this week's a little bit hectic, so no time, but I'm pretty sure we learn from today and then we'll try to do it better next 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay then. Right. Thank you so much everyone for coming. Then hopefully see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye.